name is Hannah Howard, and I'm a research assistant at the Athens Institute for Education and Research here in Athens, Greece. I'm here today with Dr. Domenico Maddaloni from Italy. Hi, how are you today?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Great. We're so glad you're here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your education?
Yeah, thank you. I grew up in Naples, which is the biggest city in the southern part of Italy. I studied at the University of Naples Federico II, which is one of the most ancient educational institutions in the whole country, yes. And I had the opportunity to study with to learn from some most prominent sociologists of the so-called second generation, namely Enrico Pugliese, Arnaldo Bagnasco, and many others. Afterwards, I entered a PhD program at the University of Pisa, which was led by another prominent Italian sociologist, which is Mario Toscano. And finally, I got a job at the Italian National Research Council for an institute. I worked for an institute which is named now Research Institute for on Population and Social Policies. Yes, I worked mainly on the labor market, unemployment, employment policies, and so on. But my PhD was also on theories of social change and development. Yes, in 2005 I got this job as an associate professor at the University of Salerno, which is a town about 50 miles far from Naples. Okay. Yes, in the southern part of Italy. And I teach sociology at graduate and postgraduate courses. And also I am a research fellow for my ancient research institute at the CNN.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your affiliation with Adler.
Well, first of all, I have to say that I love Greece.
Don't we all?
I love Greece. I love the landscape, the history, the culture, and so on. And of course, I knew Athens because I was it is perhaps the 10th time that I go to Athens. When I received an invitation to take part in a Thailand conference, I must confess that I was motivated not only for academic reasons, but also by the desire to come back to visit this magnificent city.
Sure.
Yes, but also I had to say that I was struck by the efficiency of the organization in Adler, and also by the quality of the scientific debate. And so I proposed a panel on, as a sociologist, I am more interested in the present future of our societies, of course. The panel is on the Southern European societies facing neoliberal globalization. And this panel was hosted in the 10th International Conference of Sociology last year, and another time, the second edition has been these days in the 11th International Conference of Sociology. Yeah.
So, was that your main reason for attending this conference? Was to host the panel again?
Yes, yes. I played 3 different roles in this conference. Yes, the first one is that I am the panel proper. Of course, I have an interest in follow this debate. The second one is that I was invited as a chair, and I acted as a chair also in this session. And the third one is that I co-authored with a colleague of mine at the Department of Political, Social and Communication Sciences, which is named Paolo Liana. I co-authored a paper which has been presented at this panel.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to hear a little bit more about both of those things. If you could tell us first about the session that you chaired, and then about the paper that you co-authored.
Yeah, well, the session was very interesting because we had the opportunity to debate about our present and our future, as I said before. More specifically, we debated on such a particular phenomena which can act as an indicator of the crisis which has been struck. More specifically Italy and Greece, but more in general Southern European countries. The first one is the quality of the education in prison. Yes, and the second one was the quite different thing is the sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, okay. The first one, and the second one was the growing concentration of power in the field of professional sport.
Okay.
Yeah. A third paper was on the concept of social cohesion. Yes, and on the measurement, measure of this kind of concept. And the authors show very clearly that Southern European regions are experiencing a very difficult pathway towards a decline in this kind of phenomenon.
Sure.
And the fourth was our paper, which is named Lifestyle Migration in Italy in the Southern European context. Yes. This paper is a preliminary step in a research pathway that I would like to follow together with my colleague Paolo Diana, and we tried to describe the situation of migration in Southern European countries, focusing especially more specifically on the migration from countries at the same level of development or with a higher level of development. And so on, we have seen that this moment Southern Europe is a crossroads of international migration in three senses. The first one is that we are host of a very important flow of asylum seekers from Africa and the Middle East. And the second one is that we are experiencing an emigration flow of new citizens, both from new citizens and from nationals, young and very specifically high skilled towards other developed countries. And the third one is lifestyle migration in the proper sense. And moreover, we try to define the territorial distribution of this phenomenon, showing that this phenomenon is more concentrated in Spain, but Spain is is experiencing now rather a decline in this kind of process. This has pushed us to conclude that the new immigration from Southern Europe and lifestyle migration towards Southern Europe are very similar, because the second one is not motivated just by the quest for landscape, history and culture, but also by the local conditions. For instance, the situation of crisis.
Sure.
And the first one, that is the new immigration, can be motivated also by a quest for a better way of life, not just by bad quality jobs at home that push you to go abroad.
Sure. Does the specific research of this paper fit into your larger research interests?
Yeah. Because as a sociologist, I am working mainly on three research lines. The first one is on is more theoretical and is on the relationship between among natural and social sciences, materialism and evolutionary thinking in sociology. and theories of social change and development. I had a PhD on these themes. And the second one, I can say that is more on politics and policy. That is, I was speaking Spanish. That is political changes affecting both the political system and the public policies, with special reference to the welfare system. And the third one is the human side of globalization, that is international migration. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you had the chance to involve yourself with that work, especially here at the conference. The last question that we have is more general about the education system.
Yeah.
What's the state of the educational system in Italy, particularly for the kind of work that you're doing?
Yes. I think that we are still doing a rather good work, because our graduates do emigrate, and they still find very high quality jobs.
That's great.
And this implies that our educational system and our research system also is well suited to produce the so-called human capital, no? At a higher level. But we are experiencing neoliberal globalization, Italian style, which means cut off in the public spending in this kind of sectors, public spending, and also very favorable regime for private enterprises, which is not so favorable for the public side of the educational system. So we are foreseeing that perhaps we are going to experience more troubles tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. Kind of from this state, have you noticed any challenges to the specific kind of work that you do from the educational system?
Yes, the major challenges I think relate to the underdeveloped state of humanities and social sciences in educational programs.
Okay.
Both in the secondary and the tertiary education.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, as opposed to the natural sciences, you mean?
The national?
The social sciences underdeveloped are, as opposed to natural sciences?
Both in the field of research and in the field of education, because in other countries, for instance, we have sociologists, we have sociology courses, modules which are given to students also in such fields as architecture, economy, medicine, and so on. And this is rather underdeveloped in our country, because there is a sort of underestimate of the importance of the sociological knowledge for the progress of the human knowledge in general, and also of professional kind of knowledges and competencies, which are very useful for the labor market and for the economic activities. Yeah.
Do you think this might change as globalization that you've talked about continues to increase?
Yes, I think so. Yes, I think so, because there are a sort of global government, no? The huge economic and social processes that are stressing more strongly on this kind of openness, no?
Sure.
Or national markets, national systems, national educational system, and so on. I think that this could be more a risk as well as an opportunity, of course. If we will be able to avoid the risks and take the opportunities, it is a matter of the future. Yeah, for the future. We only can hope that public policies at the European and the Italian level would be more favorable in getting such kind of resolved.
Sure, of course. Well, thank you so much for your time today. We hope you enjoy the rest of your time at the conference.
Thank you.
And thank you for speaking with us.
Oh.